Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If y'all don't know who this is, it's your girl Marlacia from the King Squad and the K. And as you guys can see, I'm pregnant right now. So I really wasn't going to be doing part 2 to this video, but I feel like it's needed just so I can address a couple of things. So the first thing that I do want to get to, like I said, is the Adrian situation, of her claiming that she doesn't know me, and why would she tell her business to a stranger or someone on social media. I don't know what the video said, guys, because I don't even look at her stuff, to be honest, anymore. After I had did the video, I quit talking to her, or whatever the situation was. I had cut everything off. This video was made in June, I believe. It was 3 months ago. But basically, I was talking to Adrian about doing a collab, just because I knew that, she was, a little bit more, bigger as a channel than me. And I thought, maybe she could give me a few pointers, probably mentor me, help me out. I really didn't know what she was about until after talking to her and seeing stuff and putting 2 and 2 together, like I said. I was just really, like I said, looking for a collab with her. So I reached out and stuff like that. And she commented back on my video. She told me, just keep on doing you, stuff like that. But we didn't we text and stuff like that, but not really like that. So I really didn't keep those messages. What we really did was really just talk on the phone. And that last conversation, like I said, that I had with her, I just felt like it was needed to be recorded, so I recorded it, and she said what she said, and that's what happened. People were saying, why did you put, get this video up to 1,000 views and stuff like that? At the end of the day, I still posted the video without even getting 1,000 views. That wasn't even what my intentions were or what my mom was on or focused on. That was just something just to add in my description, because I really don't know what to put in there. But as far as that goes, I wasn't looking for any clout or anything like that. I just wanted you guys to be aware of the person that she is, because this is not somebody that you guys should just be looking up to, or even giving any attention to, because look at what type of person she is. She's messing with a rapist, a pedophile. But anyways, so long story short, I have right here, guys, because she says that she didn't know me, she doesn't know me. I screenshot because I'm recording on my other phone right now, but I intentionally had it on, so I just screenshotted it here. And I also sent the video that I played for you guys the first time. I sent that to myself as well, so you guys will be able to hear more of what she said, and stuff like that. So I think I'm basically saying everything, getting to everything. What else? Let me just go to this first. So right here, guys, is where I reached out. It was Sunday, June 2nd, 2019. And I had wrote her, and I had just asked her for a YouTube collab and stuff like that. As you can see, it says Adrian Slay's Variety. Text me with her number. So she knows me. She reached out to me, like I said, and then I reached back out, wanted to do the collab and stuff. And like I said, people are saying like, why would she, like I said, why would she tell a stranger this and this? I was getting to know her. I was trying to build a relationship with her. Just because somebody tells me something or tells someone something personal don't mean like I was just gonna go back. Like that wasn't my intention to just go back and just blast her like that. Like this was something that didn't sit right with me. Like she could have told me other things. I wouldn't have never said anything like, you know what I'm saying? But this was just too personal to me, and I just feel like people needed to know, what they were getting themselves into as far as with her. Like I said, I'm 23 years old and I have 2 kids. I'm currently pregnant right now. I have common sense to know not to mess with somebody like that, not to talk to nobody like that, not to be even affiliated with somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? And I really didn't even really want to do a part 2, to be honest, guys, because I'm 7 months pregnant. Like that right there, that situation was done over with. I don't really have anything to say about her other than she's sick. She needs help. She has a baby that's around her, that she brings around her. I don't know if her mom knows. She should know that she has a man right here that, she's with, that has gave her a disease, that is also raped a 11-year-old child and could potentially do the same thing to the children that she brings around. Guys, I know you guys watch Steve Wilkos all the time. I know I do. And even if I didn't, I would just have common sense to know not to mess with somebody like that. Like I said, I was trying to build a relationship with her. I didn't even really know her that well. I just knew that she was beloved sister. I didn't even know anything about like the drama she had going on. I didn't know that she was posting videos, her sucking popsicles and shit. I didn't know these things. I didn't even really just look into her like that. I just seen the top, videos or whatever she was talking about or whatever. And then I just went from there. Like I said, she was beloved sister. So, I thought that, they were cool until everything started spiraling out and she just was really talking bad about beloved all the time and stuff like that, saying like how she, she didn't really grow up with Bethany or whatever the case was, and they weren't really close, and the fact that they tried to talk to her, and then she said Beloved came over to her house one time when they were drunk and drinking, and she got sloppy drunk and she peed on herself, and she had to change her clothes. She had to take Beloved home and give her some of her clothes. Shit like that. Personal shit. You know what I'm saying? This is still at the end of your day. At the end of the day, this is still your sister. This is still your blood, whether it's half or not. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that is not supposed to just be said like that. Like, regardless of if it was said to me or somebody else, this was going to come out regardless. So, I don't see what the big problem is. I'm just bringing awareness to a situation that should have got brought up a long time ago. That's it. And like I said, I just have proof. Stuff that other people don't get to get off of her. Like, I have actual proof, actual receipts, actual phone conversations. A phone conversation with her. And her saying this stuff. Like, everybody can say, oh, that's not her. It is. Right? If you want to believe it or not, it is. It's her. It's her. Trust and believe it's her. So, let's get to this. Let's get to this video, guys. Okay, so here's the video of me talking to her. And I'm going to play and stop and talk and play, stop and talk, just so you guys can get an understanding of what we were talking about. And like I said, this conversation, I was just really down with her after this basically, just because I felt like I could relate to this situation. I was 11, 12 when, something like that similar had happened to me. So I felt like people needed to know. It says something about my phone or something. I don't know. Sorry about that, guys. But so yeah, so. And I'm probably not gonna be able to play all of it, but I'm gonna play as much as I can before my phone storage or whatever. I tried to delete as much as I could, so I could bring these receipts, so I could show y'all that over here I don't got no reason to lie. I don't have no reason, no intentions to do bad stuff to people, or I didn't have no intentions just to just hurt her like that. I just wanted people to know what type of person they're dealing with. She's not the average typical person that has common sense to know not to say anything like that or not to talk about nothing like that. Like, she was proud. She's proud to be with a man like that. Like I said, she's blackmailing him. She knows that if he says anything or do anything, she's gonna send his ass right back to jail. She said that herself, guys. You guys can't be mad at me for shit that she said. I'm just posting it. That's all I'm doing. I'm just posting the shit. I'm just letting y'all know what's really going on behind those closed doors. That's it. That's it. You know, I didn't really know her personally, like I said, but the time that I did grow to know her as a person, it took literally probably not even a week. And it was it. That was it. I said I didn't want to do the collab anymore. I didn't talk to her. I didn't reach out. She told me that she was going to be, this is before she had got the surgery of her body done, because she claims up and down that she's the one that had the idea first. You know, I just was trying to just let it be known. Like I said, she told me that she was going to be getting the surgery or whatever, call or check on her. This is all in the midst of this video. I didn't. It was no point. Because the type of person that you are, I cannot be affiliated. I will not be affiliated, and I said this in the first video, with a person that is with a pedophile, a rapist, anything that has to do with a person messing with someone or messing with you. It don't matter what the circumstances is. You could have looked wrong, and it's a wrap. I don't play like that. I don't play those games, you know. And people, y'all can be mad. Y'all can be happy. It doesn't matter to me, because this was not for the views. This was not for anything else other than exposing her for the person that she really was, and can't nobody tell me nothing different. So, with that being said, let's get into it. Finally, because I know you're probably tired of me talking like, where is the damn? So I already showed y'all the number. So y'all know that that's her. The voice. This is just gonna set it off, so.
It's actually going to, deny it, but take it back to the doctor thing.
Right.
So, I just, because I love myself.
Right.
And I'm the type of woman, I made a video that I didn't disclose what it was, because that's way too personal.
Exactly. Right.
I did talk about, ending the relationship and, just basically showing that they have to love themselves, and, you can't always be dependent on a guy, because there's so much of get in that situation like me.
Right.
But, we basically, because now I can like tell you, since I know that it's over between me and you, I can show you why he was on parole. Because I know it, but I know he was a rat.
Right.
Like I said, we're free to it. Exactly. Now, we definitely have an arrangement, but I need to go for something, an 11-year-old girl when she was 31 years old.
31? Do you hear that? Do you hear that? Fucking an 11-year-old girl while he was 31. You say fucking as if it was consensual, as if she wanted it. That baby didn't want that. That baby didn't want that man. You can't sit here and tell me. Quit playing, Adrian. Quit playing. Quit trying to play the blame game, and you need to take some ownership and responsibility for the shit that you do and for what that nigga do, because obviously you still with him and you still trying to defend him to a stranger, which was me, which I didn't give two fucks about. You can't defend no pedophile to me. You can't sit here and tell me anything about that type of situation because I know.
He's older and he's not the house, but he was dating the mother of his little girl. So they had just had sex the night before, and the very next day that little girl.
She said they had just had sex the night before. What she's talking about, she was talking about the little girl's mother and her dude had just had sex the night before he raped the little girl.
She got in trouble because she got in trouble. And he said that, this is what he said, that she had been like taking his remote to the TV, phone and stuff like that, putting it down in her hand and putting it down in her shirt, stuff like that. And when she came home, she was talking about how she could handle a grown man.
Oh, do you hear that? That's why I said, ooh, because that don't make no sense. One little girl say she can handle a grown man. Come on now, Adrian. You act like you're talking to a kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, y'all, this lady is a wacko. She's crazy. I have proof right here on my phone that she's crazy. This is her. This is her. You can't deny, Adrian. I know you're going to see this video, honey, and you can't deny. I know you see me because I don't see you, but hell, look, I know. You know. Quit playing. Don't play these people like that. Let them know the truth. Let them know the real. You know, let them know that you're still fucking the man. You're fucking a man that's raped a child, an innocent child, and could potentially do it to the one that she brings around him. After this man gave you gonorrhea, after you done put him out, after you done made a deal with him, after you done got the rent money. Did I play that for y'all? Hold on. Because I ain't done yet. Trust me, I got more. As she should. She said the mother came home. As soon as she came home, she told. As she should have. Wow is what I said. Exactly. Because this is a wild motherfucking situation. Wow, bitch. And you didn't think he was...
Oh, wow. So they set up, basically.
And so, when I said that, I was just thinking because the story just didn't add up the way she was saying. So I'm just like, so you're saying like, he got set up basically? Like, what really was going on? No, honey, he didn't get set up. That was all he's doing. He didn't get set up. Didn't nobody set him up. He set his own self up for failure. That's what he did for touching that little girl like that. That's what he did.
He did 8 years and is still on parole, and he does not want to go back to jail.
Right.
So this is where Diamond comes in. Because I cannot get this dirt. I was it could never be.
Right.
The service is broken. I cannot hold that route. You know, and if I think about it too tough, you know, ain't gonna tell it I feel right.
Exactly. Girl, look.
You can pay everything, and if I need anything, just up it. But I went to get the rent money today, and I come up to this job, like, you know, and you know, come to my house, you know, I got my food.
Right.
And from here and the rent money.
Right.
So he's basically paying the rent and all the bills.
That's good.
Because he's paying for his freedom.
Right. What she just say, y'all? She got the rent money, the bills paid, because why? He wants to pay for his freedom. So, with that being said, Miss Adrian, all I have to say is, about you and your situation, about the situation, is get your life. I'll pray for you. Um, you know, Karma is a bitch. That's what I'm gonna say. Um, you know, what you're doing is not cute. It's not gonna get you nowhere. Um, like I said, I know you're gonna see this video, and you tell him, since you still on around, you tell him that you let me know all his little dirty secrets, all the the shit that he's done did to these kids, and to you for that matter. And you still ain't woke the hell up. Girl, child, look. I didn't even want to do a fucking part 2, but I did it anyway just so I could prove the people wrong that I need to. But what was the point for real, because the proof is already posted. It's already out there now, baby girl. Ain't nothing I can do about that now. Ain't nothing I will do about that, but keep sharing and keep letting people know to be aware of the person that they're watching. So, with that being said, oh yes, and to all the comments and stuff, you guys, I swear to God, like, even the bad comments, I already knew I was gonna get that. I already knew I was gonna have people come for me, which is fine, cause I really don't give a damn. It goes through one ear and out the other, and then the shit, it gets deleted. I will delete that shit really quick. No negative energy, all positivity. So with that being said, thank you so much, guys. Thank you to Love and Gossip for sharing. Thank you to the person that shared to her. Because if it wasn't for her sharing that to her, then she would not know. So I'm just glad that people are aware of the situation now. And like I said, just thank y'all so much. Y'all have been nothing but good to me. The comments, I love the comments. I love the positivity. I love y'all so much. I thank y'all so much for taking me in with open arms, not questioning me, you know what I'm saying? Just believing the facts, believing the video, believing everything that I'm saying, because it's true. Like I said, I didn't know this lady from Adam and Eve, as me getting to know her. And when left, I left the situation alone, and I'm getting ready to have a baby, y'all. And I haven't did a gender reveal or I haven't did a pregnancy update in a while, so let's give y'all this update. Guys, I'm ready to pop. So, sorry. Yeah. So.
Okay, y'all, happy Thursday. Let me start off by saying that. Happy Thursday to everybody that's in the live. Okay? Happy Thursday to anybody that's going to catch the replay. Y'all already know. Y'all are in TFZ, the friend zone. Okay? With Brazzy. Wow, your girl. All right? And I thought that I would play. This is part 2. This is part 2 of a video that was made by a young lady by the name of Marlacia Wells. Yes, this is an old video. Okay? This is an old video. Marshalla Wells, okay? With her explaining how everything went, she pregnant. Okay, so I'm gonna just chalk it up to the hormones, because it was everywhere, right? But what she did was she addressed some things that people said regarding part 1. If you guys did not see part 1, That part one was way better than part two. Okay. Part one, yes, you did. You heard the entire video. Recording. You heard the entire recording where Adrian Slays, she did in her own voice. There was no editing or anything. She explained the blackmailing. She explained the STD. Um, she was telling Miss Wells about all of the things that Kenneth Stone and her talked about. She put it all together in part one. But now she is not a veteran. She's not a veteran to editing at this time. She was not a veteran of articulating herself really good on YouTube, right? But what she did do was tell the truth. She told the truth in part one about doing a collab with Adrian because Adrian was Bethany, aka B Love's Life, okay? Her sister. She did tell you guys about that in part one. Now, also in part one, she broke it down and she let everybody know why there was not going to be a collab. And from her words, if you guys have not seen part one, she was saying that, she is a mother, she has a daughter, and she took it upon herself. In part one, y'all, she cried. Okay? That really let me know that the girl was genuine. And yes, she did post the video and she recorded it. Okay, there ain't no lie about that. Adrian did. She made a video, and the first video that Adrian made, she tried to defend Kenneth Stone. She tried to defend what he did to that little girl. And if you guys have not heard it, it's on the Variety channel. Just search up Adrian Slade's Variety. You'll be able to find that video. It is called Let's Talk About This Recorded Conversation. Okay? You can go and you can listen to that video and you can hear her literally trying to defend this man, defend what he did to the little girl. You will not hear any remorse. You will not hear any questions about the mother who allegedly was her friend. You will not hear anything about whether the little girl can reproduce, have children. I want to talk to my friend. You're not going to hear any of that. And y'all know, okay, you do know that my commentary, it is based on real life. I like for my commentary to come to you guys, and I like to talk about things that happen in real life because life is life and for all of us. Okay, period, point blank. Now, y'all know we're not gonna sit up and be roasting for 2-3 hours. We're not gonna do that. Okay, and I've told y'all, we know about the craters and the roots and we know about all that, the physicalities. We know. So no, we're not gonna do that. What we do is make people aware. Okay, so I do want to put my own disclaimer out here. Okay, y'all hold on for 1 second. So anyway, you guys, I want to put my disclaimer up here. And I want to tell y'all, or anybody listening, anybody that catches the replay, that I am not attacking anyone. Okay? We're not harassing anyone. We're not adding. We're not taking away from the stories, the storylines. Okay? What we are doing is reviewing public information that has been circulating, The audio that's put up by somebody else, we're doing that. Okay. We're discussing what has already been said. Y'all know we just talked about, what is it, DJ Unforgettable. We just talked about, we played his video, we heard his video, we heard the lies broken down, we heard things that we already knew about, right? So we listened to that video, and what we're doing is we analyze these things. We discuss what is said in this video in her own voice. So there's no question marks. No one can say, there's any defamation. There's question mark. No one can say that, okay? Because you just heard her own voice. And I just told y'all, this young lady's name is Marlacia Wells. It's right here on YouTube, part 1 and part 2. Okay? So my goal with the friend zone, okay, is to bring awareness, to make y'all aware, to ask you guys to critically think. This is not bullying. This is not defamation. This is not sprinkling sugar on sugar honey iced tea. We're not doing any of that. Okay? This is not internet beef. This is solely about how serious accusations are handled. And our mascot, okay, not taking accountability. It's about what accountability looks like when we have children that's put in the mix. Children are mentioned in whatever commentary we're doing, okay? This is not, it's not even about pedo trauma. No, because we all know, you know, what a pedophile is. We all know what a pedophile is. We all know what happens to a pedophile. We all know how other men look at pedophiles and all of that stuff. So no, this is not that type of drama, but it is, okay? It's about the serious accusations, how they're handled, and what accountability looks like when a pedophile is mentioned. Okay? So we're going to start there and we're going to end there because this is about credibility. It's about deception. Okay? And it's also about the manipulation of the audience, the viewers, the consumers, everybody that has supported, clicked on, everybody who want to take up for, call themselves going in people chats, cussing people out. Now y'all know, y'all already know, right? So what Brazzy is doing, what the Friend Zone is doing, is documenting those inconsistencies, and I'm literally turning the flashlight on those inconsistencies through other people. You guys just heard Marlacia Wells. You just heard DJ Unforgettable. It's no secret. You just heard the mystery man, Derek. It's no secret. You know the storylines that y'all are getting. All of the storylines from the alleged squatter pads. I don't know how many, the slum lords. All them storylines, and it's from one doggone slum house to the next, and now it's a mini mansion. Okay, so people are forming their own opinions about this lady. They're forming their own opinions and they're putting two and two together based on her uploads. Okay, so with this live, y'all, tonight I want y'all to know that I'm not attacking her. I'm just documenting, okay? I'm documenting someone else's live, someone else's upload. A lot of people, they come in and they talk about, some of the trolls, what I call them nutty buddies. They come in and they want to talk about, me repeating things. And I just told y'all, yeah, I'm going to repeat until the end of time. I'm going to repeat if I have to repeat. I just gave y'all an example. You can use kids as an example, a great example. You can use animals as a great example of having to repeat things, okay? Some people got to repeat things to their doggone significant other, okay? I mean, boom, it is what it is, right? So When I repeat things, y'all just know on my live streams, just know that it is because of the patterns that y'all see. Those patterns matter. We just seen the patterns. If we was to talk about those patterns, we just seen a a whole nother Caucasian man. You guys didn't see nothing but the finger. That matters, right? Because if you've been in the zone, y'all already know we shut that down. Long time, what, way last year. We shut that down. We talked about those different men and special guests. We shut that down a long time ago. And so now what we've highlighted is that it's then really came back to that because, she ain't got nothing else to talk about. We tried to tell her about rocks. We tried to tell her, that options. We tried to tell her there's no options, baby. We tried to tell her about so many things, and she turned the other cheek because she knew that we was on point. The friend zone been on point since day one. She could not shut me down. She couldn't shut our opinions down, our advice and the tips that we, okay, not me, but you guys too. She couldn't shut that down. She just did not want to accept accountability. She did not want to talk about that because it would make it look like, you know, oh, well, she won. She know what she talking about, this, that, and the third. Some people, it's like that. I mean, something could be sitting on their nose and they just will not, accept the truth for what it is, okay? They still will go head on, because they want to win at the end of the day. Okay, but it is what it is. So, when I say that I repeat things, y'all, yeah, sometimes I do. But it's because opinions matter, receipts matter, consistency matters, transparency matters. Okay? All of that matters because repetition, sometimes y'all, repetition, it is necessary. It's necessary when somebody builds storyline after storyline after storyline after storyline because they ain't got nothing else to talk about. The options is gone. Rocks is gone. Y'all know that's Rex. Will, he damn come around on the 21st. He gone basically. Okay. Um, and when they build these storylines, the storylines, they change up. The patterns change. Okay? They'll spin the narrative or switch the narrative up to, and when I say they, y'all know I'm talking about old Sasquatch, okay? They'll spin the narrative, they'll switch the narrative up. They'll even try to go so far as to monetize off of somebody's death. Okay? And in this case, we shut that down too. Carl's death. Carl's death was literally capitalized off of. There was a lot of deception there, and there was also a lot of raised eyebrows and a lot of questions there. But I want y'all to know that your questions matter, your opinions matter, okay? Yes, they want to discredit me, and some people want to say that we doing what we not doing. Okay, y'all seen that with the false strikes. Y'all seen that with the fake cease and desist letters. Y'all have seen that because they really don't want to. They don't want to acknowledge that I am the commentary queen. I do break it down. I do Swiss cheese. I pop all them lies. Y'all seen it. Yes, we do crack codes. Yes, we have went up in vaults. It's no secret. Okay? It's no secret. We're not gonna, back down from it. I mean, it's the truth in all caps. The truth. Y'all have seen it done. So it is important sometimes to revisit statements because sometimes those statements, as y'all just heard Tater Tots voice. Y'all just heard her talk about blackmailing and sending Ken back to jail. Uh-huh. But you know why she was saying this, she was also driving a car that was in his name. He's in a whole nother state with a whole nother woman. That had she has a slew of kids. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm just saying think about that for a moment. Just think about that. So when you hear things come out of somebody's mouth, right? Some people don't know the backstory. But I'm telling y'all, the backstory is this. Y'all seen the whole Predator. Y'all seen the whole Predator. I'm talking about she kept trying to beat that predator in women's head like he was normal. And I've always stood by to my opinion. In my opinion, that's not normal. That's not normal for a 30, 40-year-old man to have any kind of relationship with a 10-year-old little girl. And I did, y'all. I used the example of Jarvis Butts. You know, Jarvis Butts was a case that was highlighted. Okay, it was talked about. It was controversial. You know, at the end of the day, Jarvis Butts unalived that baby. Zanaya, he unalived her. Zanaya was living. Her aunt was raising her. Jarvis Butts was the boyfriend of the aunt. But the aunt, behind, I don't know, you know, she went to work or wherever she went. Guess what? Jarvis Butts was sleeping with that baby. That baby had Jarvis's name in her cell phone as my boo. A grown man, y'all. A grown man. And I think Janaya was like 12. I think she was like 12. What is a grown 40-year-old man going to talk to a 12-year-old about? What is Kenneth Stone going to talk to a 10-year-old little girl about? What they got in common? I mean, people, you got to make me understand this because I don't understand. And that's why I talk to y'all about it. Because maybe somebody can make me understand in the comments, in the chat. It just, you know, it's no understanding there. Okay? I'm dumb to that. Okay? I'm just dumb to that. All right? So, that right there is true, you guys. If you've heard anything about the Jarvis Butts case, you heard about the death of Janaya and what he did to that little girl, and he was living with the aunt, then y'all already know. And that's why I have said, watch your kids, okay? That's why I give y'all the advice. I know it's a new boyfriend, okay? But boom, you don't want to side eye him? Boom, start with your little girl. No, ma'am. Go in there and put on some pants. Put on some pants. Put on some long pajamas. You're not about to walk around in no coochie cutters. You ain't finna walk around in no short gown and this, that, and the third. Right? I'm just saying. So, y'all, what y'all just heard, this came out her mouth. We didn't nobody hog tie her. Nobody didn't hog tie her. Nobody didn't hold nothing to her head and make her say none of that. No, she just told the truth. How she is. I mean, it is no secret. Yes, she blackmailed Ken for years. Everybody know it. And we all seen it. Okay? I mean, hell, that might be part of the reason why, you know, YouTube snatched that channel back. You know the channel I'm talking about? The channel that had approximately 30,000 subscribers. Okay? Period. They snatched that back. A lot of people said, oh, yeah, Bethany had something to do with that. Well, hell, you know, I mean, if you thought that, we don't know for sure, but if you thought that, you can't blame anybody for thinking that. Look at the rumor she done put out on Nate. Said Nate wanted her. Bethany done been married to Nate over 10 years, over 15 years. Look at the rumor she put out on her, on Nate. Said the man wanted her. The man wanted to have an affair with her. Bethany, she stole her idea, eating the crab legs. And y'all know I backed that up. I said, girl, honey, girl, bye. Girl, gone. Girl, gone to sit down. The clock chasing. We done talked about that. Y'all know I done talked about that. Look at all the videos she done did with Bethany. See, Bethany thought it was real. She thought it was real love. but it never wasn't. It was um a a, a sheep in wolf's clothing, because the mask fell off after a while. There's a video on the Variety channel, and she says, yeah, the mask off. Yeah, or some old shit. Yeah, I ain't no more nice lady or something. It was crazy for that lady to have introduced you to YouTube, and her introducing you to YouTube is what caused you to get approximately 30,000 subscribers and a $5,000 a month income, when now she is at the bottom of the totem pole, allegedly squatting. Literally, then had to go back to the purple book, the black book, the yellow book, the white book. I don't know. I'm saying the dating sites. Okay, that's when karma. Y'all know how I say karma. Karma then came back. Y'all know how I always say she took a fall from grace. Okay? Everything came back to hit her. You know how she did? Ain't no telling with Lucille. Got Lucille down on her turf. What she do to Lucille? Put Lucille out at 3:30 in the morning with the crocodiles. Huh? It's dark out there. Lucille didn't know whether to go left or right. She didn't know, because, that wasn't her territory. Lucille also, just like the video y'all just heard, that was Marlaisha Wales. Okay? She literally was finna do a collab with Adrian. And she changed her mind. She said, no, ain't no way I'm finna do no collab with you when I got two daughters. Ain't no way. And so she sacrificed. Some people, they'll lean to right. Okay? And they might sacrifice money. They might sacrifice their reputation. Some people just don't even care. Whatever they losing. And then some people, they don't care who next they step on. Okay, they don't care about the lies or anything. They don't care about bringing the next person down. Just like y'all just recently heard us say, I step on anybody's neck to come up. And literally and truly, she don't never come up. You try to step on people's neck, your intentions be so black, but it never ever works out. Gotta throw me up in there. The 4 false strikes. She doggone submitted those false strikes in less than 2 weeks. On YouTube, you don't need but 3. She did 4. Then she sent fake documents to me. Come on, somebody. So anyway, y'all, thank y'all for holding. But anyway, sometimes it is important to revisit statements that is made in a person's own voice. Okay? Sometimes it is important to repeat things because some people don't get it on the first or second time. Sometimes you got to lay into their arse, okay, for them to get it, okay? Especially when y'all hear it out the horse's mouth. You literally are hearing it out of their own voice, right? So, guys, what you did just hear Marlacia Wells. You just you just heard the video. That was part two. Now, that video was it was part two from her part one video where she exposed Adrian Slays. Yes. She didn't hold anything to her head. She did not make her, okay, tell her anything about Kenneth Stone effing an 11-year-old little girl, okay? She did not do that, but she did record it. And Adrian, she wanted everyone. It's illegal. Oh, honey, um, it was people in Adrian's chat saying it was illegal to do that. That's not illegal. Police do it all the time. That is not illegal, y'all. Okay. Then she said she was gonna do an update, and I mean just all kind of stuff, right? So she had made a video. Okay. She had made a video and she was talking about, it was titled, Let's Talk About This Illegally Recorded Conversation. That is the title. And it's over on the Variety channel, Adrian Slade's Variety channel. Yeah. You know, the one that had the approximately 30,000 subscribers. Yeah, the one that she was making $5,000 a month. Yeah, that one. So when she tell y'all to go do research, start there. Start there. And then look at the ones that really zone in on the pedophile. Kenneth Stone sitting down at the swimming pool kissing on a, ooh, I'm just saying, at the kitchen sink in the red pants. White wife beater. Yeah. Oh, don't forget the one, yeah, the engagement is off. And then look at the one before that. I'm just saying, okay? So she was like, yeah, I ain't gonna hide. I ain't gonna hide. I ain't gonna lie. Everybody wrong. Everybody wrong. Your man, okay? Your man laid down with a baby, with somebody's little girl. Y'all know all these missing kids, all these kids that's done literally been through something like that, all these mothers whose children went through something like that, mother still going through it. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm just putting it out there. Right? Everybody wrong, but not him. And he performed the actual crime against that little girl, but he's okay. He's okay. He was okay in that video. You know, you know, I look past that. You know, I look past it. How in the hell can you look past a full grown man laying up with a child, laying up with a little girl that's 10? I don't get that. I don't get that. It don't make no sense to me. No. So, you know, y'all, they was telling her that it's an invasion of privacy. Can somebody tell me where? I'll wait. Can somebody tell me where it's an invasion of privacy because Marlacia Wells recorded that phone call? Where is that an invasion of privacy? Huh? She said she was going to do an update. Yeah, she was calling her attorney that day. Y'all ain't got an update yet. Ain't got an update yet, right? So, when she said it was easy for me to see past it, that blew me. I was green. I was blue. I was purple. I was white. I was all colors of the rainbow. Because I have never in all my days on this earth heard a woman who says that I am a YouTube celebrity and y'all bitches ain't got nothing on me. Y'all can see me F your man and ain't gonna do nothing. Baby, we ain't got to talk about nothing else. Damn your botched BBL. Damn the craters, the roots. Damn anything. We ain't got to talk about else but this right here. Your man that you say, and I quote y'all, Ken say he'll always take care of me. All we got to do is talk about that. The racks, all the other Charles Manson looking weirdos, all that stuff don't even matter. All we got to talk about is that you a grown African American 53-year-old woman who was with a man that laid down with the child. Then on top of that, she had another weirdo that said he had a dream of a little boy in his bed. Girl, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. I keep sending the challenges. Drop that link one time. Drop that link. Answer that question. Answer that question. Right along with all the other questions that we got. Did you sleep behind your mama, girl? Girl, did you sleep behind your mama? Because, girl, I'm just saying, people out here saying that you had a whole relationship with your mama brother, with your blood uncle. Is that true? We want to know. Don't nobody want... y'all see where the deflection is coming in at? Y'all see how she want to talk about the job and the FBI files? She want to talk about racks. She want to talk about will. Y'all see that? No. No, 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 no. Talk about Ken and the little girl's mama. Whether the little girl can have kids. Talk about your mama's brother. Talk about your mama shooting her brother. Talk about your mama picking up the ashes, like you said. Talk about that. Let these new people know. Because if you don't, I'm just going to continue repeating it. Talk about Carl. How you told these people that Carl needed, because I know she ain't here, y'all. That's why I'm saying you. Talk about how you told these people that Carl needed a flower arrangement for his casket. And I had to tell the people what? Oh, wait a minute. It's been 3.5 weeks, y'all. He's still down at the morgue on ice. He's still down at the morgue laid up. I had to tell these people. Talk about how you never said R.I.P. until, what, 3 weeks ago? And it's been a whole year. Can you tell the people why, girl? Can you tell the people why? I'm just saying, right? So, y'all, in the video where she defended Kenneth Stone, y'all know she said, he told me the gory details. And, of course, I couldn't repeat them. Ain't no way in the world he would have told me the gory details and then I commenced to have him in I don't know how many videos of mine. What the fuck? That don't even make sense. You got a man that literally laid down with a little baby, a little girl, a little flat-chested, little girl, whether she had boobs or not. Her mentality, her brain wasn't on your level. See, that's why I say, and other people say, that dang, a little girl, she like men that like children? Oh, yeah, she got to like children too. I'm just saying. She got to like it too. If it was okay for Kenneth Stone to do that to a child, and then you ended back up with him after he gets out of prison or did his time or whatever, but you ended back up in his bed and in his arms, you got to like that too. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. Okay? Period, point blank. So in that video, y'all, where she was defending him, she said that in that video where she was defending him, she said that, she was in a financial spot, a tough financial spot, and she was gonna make sure that she was taken care of. Wait a minute, back that up a little bit. You said you in a tough financial spot and you gonna make sure that you're taken care of. And we seen for years where she blackmailed him, right? We seen for years where she blackmailed him, okay? And she literally was, you just heard her, she got bills paid. She said they had an arrangement. She went up there to get the rent money. Okay, I'm just saying. Okay, now I know it's some people, they can't stand me to talk about it. They cannot stand me to talk about it. But why not? I'm just saying, why? Why y'all can't stand me to talk about it? She ain't changed. She ain't changed. You know, I tell y'all all the time, just because I talk about something that she might have did with Kenneth Stone, I'm talking about thousands of other women. She not the only woman that's like that. Y'all think she the only woman? Damn, y'all ain't went over to TikTok. Y'all think she the only woman like that? That know it's some question marks with the doggone ninja they with. That they know it's some question marks. Come on, y'all. I'm just saying. They can't stand me to talk about it though, y'all. Plenty of women is like that. Period, point blank. Okay? So, y'all, she was saying that people is mad about that. They mad about what? They mad about what? Because a sane woman, baby, a woman that's got something to really push across the table. Oh, no, no, no. A woman that's really confident in her skin. A woman that knows her worth. A woman that has confidence in herself. Okay? Mm-mm. No ma'am, no ham, no turkey, or fried bologna. A woman like that will not be affiliated with a woman like Tater. Period, point blank. Okay? Y'all. But she said, y'all, yeah, cause you know, what they thought I was gonna do. Yeah, I was gonna go to a corner and curl up and die. No. Nobody said that you should go to a corner and curl up. But, you know, to be 53, 54, look like you would ask your former friend, how your baby doing? I'm sorry that happened to you. Girl, what's up? What's going on? Let's give the little girl a name with Susie Q. What happened? You know, how she doing now? It's been years and this, that, and the third. She act like it ain't never happened. She act like, you know, it's just something that should just be forgot about. You know, like people ain't still going through it like it happened with her, and that's it. No fucking ma'am. It don't just stop there. Okay? So when people say the H word, when people say they can't stand her, these are the reasons why they're saying it. I'm just saying. Not only Kenneth Stone, you got Bucky, you got Lucille. You got all of the men that's married. All of the men she breaking up their homes don't got no kind of self-worth. No kind of nothing. And I'm saying all this stuff, y'all, because no, she not the only, the only woman with that mentality. You know what I'm saying? That mentality, even exchange, give me this and you can get that. She ain't the only woman like that, right? But you the only woman in this sector who claims that you got it going on, boo. You got it going on versus other women. You better than other women. You this and you that. Y'all not going to hear her talk about the Band-Aids, the holes in her stomach. Yeah, leakages from her stomach where she couldn't get the doggone drainage massages. Y'all not going to hear about that. It's just certain things that she is selective on talking about. Period. Okay? Y'all not going to hear her talk about, I did get a cortisone shot. She ain't going to talk about that. She's not going to talk about that because, like I keep telling y'all, she thinks she Katana or Jade from that old hit game, Mortal Kombat. Okay? She thinks she a cat, got 9, 12 damn lives. So y'all not going to hear about that cortisone shot. You're not going to hear about that. You're not going to hear about the glasses she's supposed to be wearing. You're not going to hear about that metformin 500 milligrams, baby. Baby. How she said, baby? Sounding like Caesar. No, you're not going to hear about that, right? She said in that video, y'all, where she was defending him, I said, yeah. That bitch need to pay. I'm going to put that hoe up under the jail. Huh? Girl, why would you be wanting to put her up under the jail? Because she exposed you. Huh? Because she exposed you. She threw a monkey wrench in your game. You was so used to getting over on people. So used to talking shit about people. So used to doing all that sugar honey iced tea she been doing for years. What you thought it wasn't going to never come to a head? You thought that pimple wasn't never going to be popped, boo. Never. Now, y'all, I'm just saying, y'all. Y'all know that was before my time. That was before my time. That was before I came walking through the forest, right? I'm here now. I'm here now. And that's why I say, y'all should have been talked about that. Y'all been out here 14, 15 years. Why ain't nobody talked about that pedophile and that little girl? Why people had her up on their panel, treating her like a A-lister? I'm just saying. Huh? Let's talk about the weirdness. Huh? And then they get mad at me. They get mad at me because of my commentary style, and they commence to filing false strikes. Say what? Y'all think about that for a minute, okay? Now, boom, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all the name of the young lady is Marlacia Wells. Okay, her old name was M&K Squad, but if you look up Marlacia Wells, you'll find the video. Okay, now you guys just heard the video in its entirety, but I have some questions. What the video that y'all just seen? Does that video align with the things that she has said since then? Does it align with her uploads now? No, ma'am. It highlights the uploads now. It highlights them. She ain't got shit to talk about. Y'all just heard FBI. I just broke that down. FBI. 2 background checks, and one of them is for a state, like you getting a state job. And we know you ain't about to get a state job because you got, how many felonies on your record? You said you was getting you and Rex's record expunged. Come on now. Everything you upload, I can eat it up and then regurgitate back out on you. You already know. Okay? So I'm asking y'all, how does the video that you guys and the facts that y'all just heard, how does that align with what she's uploading now? How does that align with what she's saying now? Is her uploads consistent? Is they consistent with, or do they align with the persona that she displays? Do y'all see how the viewers that have been trained, the nutty buddies, that have been trained, they literally have been conditioned to believe her storylines, to believe her manipulation and her wordplay. Okay? Because why would somebody who say that they got all they sugar honey iced tea together, why would that same woman defend a crime so serious? Y'all tell me that was committed by a man. Because she like men. Pedophiles, and I don't give a damn what size, what color. I don't care what your past say. She will turn it all around to make it right. And that is why she's promoting all of the weirdos. Only person going to talk about him is me. Only person going to talk about the weirdos is me. Period, point blank. So, I just want to say this, y'all. I don't need anybody to agree with me. No. I don't need you guys to agree with me. Okay? I kind of just need the record to be accurate, right? I need the record to be accurate. Because when public statements are made and they're highlighted, I don't care if it's DJ Unforgettable. He's one that exposed her. I've exposed her. Her mama's exposed her. Lucille exposed her. The patterns just keep going on and on and on, right? So when people make public statements, videos or uploads or whatever, and then they right along with it, they're able to play a public statement that Tater Tot then said out of her mouth, that speaks volumes. Those public statements can be reviewed. So yes ma'am, yes sir. Whoever got questions, whoever want to come in and think they getting somebody together, I can't be got together, baby. I can't be got together. Not when I'm getting her all the way together. Okay? My commentary is about truth. It's about awareness. It's about documentation. And of course, it's about consistency. But being truthful with the consistency, not lying and hiding. Okay? Not lying and hiding. So what I want y'all to do is to pay attention. Think critically. Okay? And I want y'all to build your own conclusions. Form your own conclusions based off of what you hear. Based off of facts that you can put two and two together with. Okay? Tell y'all again, her name is Marlacia Wells. It's not M&K Squad anymore. She's changed her YouTube name. Guys, I will share that video on my community wall. Okay. Part one of the video. Part one of the video. If you do find part one, cool. If you don't find part one, it's no different than part two. It's no different than part two. Okay, part two, she did show the text messages. She didn't in part one. But in part two, she did let you guys hear Sasquatch's voice. Boom, she did that in part one. So part two, it was a little bit more informative than part one was. Okay, but at the end of the day, she let y'all know she was not doing it because she got kids of her own. And she don't mess with pedophiles. Period. It's a lot of us real women. Ain't nobody finna mess with no doggone pedophile girl. Ain't nobody finna do that. No ma'am. No ham, no turkey, no bologna. Hell no. Okay? Ain't nobody finna do that. So anyway, y'all, I'm gonna get on up out of here. Thank y'all for listening. Okay? Catch the replay if you wasn't in the live. Y'all, I know I was out of sync for the timing, but y'all already know. Y'all never know when Brett's a lot to slide through and knock on your door and ask to hold a cup of sugar, girl, because y'all already know what it is, okay? Y'all already know the vibe over here. Boom. So listen to, if you catch the replay, thank you so much. I appreciate the support. If you are not familiar with the Friend Zone, baby, go ahead and subscribe. You just doing yourself and me a favor as well, okay? You can do that. Boom, over in the description box, if you check that out after the live, y'all know that's my hub. That is where I literally hold all the links to my channels, the petitions that we have two of them, the secondary channel. It is up the link to that, okay? Y'all know we are really promoting that, okay? We're trying to get the numbers up for the secondary channel, which is collectively called the People's Choice. We're trying to get the numbers up for that so that we can start dropping content over there, okay? And this content is going to be epic, okay? It is going to be, totally different than the Friend Zone, but it's still going to highlight the Friend Zone, okay? That secondary channel is called the Friend Zone Reloaded, okay? So what I want y'all to do and what y'all need to do is get yourself set up over there, okay? Period. I promise you, you will not regret it. I promise you, in all caps. So thank y'all for listening. And boom, your girl, Razzie, a.k.a. Kim. I'm going to come back through, y'all. I'm going to come back through and check y'all out as soon as possible, okay? Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's night, and I'm going to holler at y'all later. Bye.